Hey guys, Ken here. So you can have the best book in the world, but if you don't sell that book effectively with your book cover, no one's going to buy it. In this video, I'm going to show you exactly how you should be designing your nonfiction book covers so they're set up for attention, credibility, and clicks. And more importantly, I'm going to show you my exact process for creating professional grade book covers in minutes. It's literally never been easier to create high quality covers regardless of your design experience. That's what we're going to be covering today. Let's waste no time and get right into it. So our book cover's job is very simple. We want to, of course, draw attention, grab the attention of the customer who's scanning the page. We want to, of course, present the title, ensure the customer can easily read our title and easily read the offer that we're presenting to them. And of course, we want to build credibility. We have to ensure the style is professional and more importantly, aligns with what the customer is expecting. A good cover design usually works if it nails these four areas: thumbnail readability, standout, competitor advantage, and any important elements are visual. So when it comes to thumbnail readability, can someone simply understand your cover and read it when it's small? Most people are searching on Amazon on their phones, or they're just quickly scanning on their computer. They're not going to be reading all the fine print. And if they can't understand exactly what our book is about and what we're offering them at a glance, even if our cover is small, it's not going to get much attention. And so we want a big title, of course. It's easy to read, strong contrast between the title itself and the background, a simple layout that's very clear, and of course, a clear focal point we want them to read. 2 is, of course, standing out. We simply want to draw the most attention. So this is also why large titles work well, because if they can read the title easier and it's a more enticing offer than the competitors, they're going to be drawn to it. But we have to always compare our cover to our competitors. Is it standing out or is it just blending in? When it comes to competitor advantage, we want to look like we belong in this niche and this topic. However, we're the best version of that topic. So we're cleaner, we're more modern, we're easier to read, we're just overall more premium and trustworthy. And this is what builds credibility, which works especially well when people are buying emotionally, which they usually are. And 4, important elements are actually visual. So if there are any specific outcomes or features that customers really want and you have them in your book, make sure that you're showcasing them. This can be full color. You can have a big badge that says this on your title so it's easy to see and they know that they're going to get that. You can have weight loss. If this is in your subtitle or just as a badge itself, we want to clearly highlight the outcome that the reader wants. And if this is the main outcome, then let's make sure they can see that easily. Maybe bonus videos, if you have any extras that will be very effective to their experience, have some sort of banner or gain another badge to showcase this. But the important thing is they're seeing and reading our title easily and effortlessly. It's of course a desirable title. And then we pair that with any other features that the customer would want so they can easily scan and see it. So the process for creating high converting book covers is very simple. Step 1 is to, of course, grab our book's information. We want to find our book title and our main attributes for our book and put all this into a Google document. It's going to be your title, your subtitle, your bonuses, your printing style if it's in color, and just write some notes as well for any important points you want emphasized. And so step 2 is to grab our competitor covers. So go and screenshot the best 3 to 5 selling books in your space and put them into this document as well. We will need them for reference. And step 3 is to use ChatGPT to start brainstorming. We're going to prompt with our document and a prompt I'm going to show you, and then create a bunch of different mockups, then find which one we like the best. And ChatGPT image generation has gotten insanely good, and you're going to see that in a second. And step 4 is to put our mockups as well as our competitors into their own document so we can view them side by side and see which one stands out the most. So we're going to dive into the actual process and some examples in a second, but something very important to know is that your title and your book create how good your cover is going to end up. And so these will give you the main scope. Is it desirable? Do customers actually want this book? The features to showcase, the outcomes to highlight. If you don't have these things, your cover is just going to be boring. And so the job of your cover is to simply present this information, the information of your book, your features, and your title. So this is the document. This is normally how I start any sort of prompting process when using AI for literally anything. I'm just going to put all the information I need into this document, including the prompt, and then any other resources that I need. And so as you can see, we have a simple prompt. Create me a few book cover options based on the information below. I have some important style guides. In this case, we have matched the style of the competitors. However, ensure you stand out and are unique. Ensure the title is larger and more legible. And add any badges or banners for the main points I want emphasized. And of course, ensure these are also emphasized in the title itself if they're there. In this case, I'm doing a book called Money Skills for Teens in 10 Minutes. I actually created this title in my book title video that I just posted. I will leave that linked below. But we have Money Skills for Teens in 10 Minutes, a no-stress guide for budgeting, saving, spending smarter, avoiding debt traps, and building habits that lead to financial freedom in just 10 minutes a day. So once again, we start off with a really strong title that highlights exactly what the customer wants and makes it easy for them. I'm also going to include my trim size. ChatGPT can now make different size images, so it makes it super easy to create a finalized cover. I'm also going to highlight any important points I want emphasized. In this case, I want it to be 10 minutes a day and financial freedom. This is really going to appeal to a teen wanting to learn about money skills. From there, I'm simply going to get my competitor titles, the screenshots, and then we can go and actually prompt ChatGPT and get a few cover designs back. So you can just take this document, export it as a PDF, and put that into ChatGPT. However, I like to copy the text itself, paste this into the ChatGPT chat, and then go and drag the actual images in as well, so they come up as separate text and images. It just does a better job at reading the prompt rather than having to sift through the PDF, which sometimes it doesn't do the best job at actually analyzing the photos in there. So as you can see, I put the prompt in and the information as well as the competitor titles, and this is what it came back with right away. So as you can see, when you prepare properly with a good book, a good title, a good prompt, good references, you're going to get something back good right away. These image generation models are literally getting better by the day, and I mean by the day, and it's only getting easier to do this. So as you can see, this is the first cover I got back, and it gave me a few different colors of it, and I already really like it. This one specifically here just jumps out at you. I like how the 10 minutes a day is really emphasized, so when somebody is scanning, this is the first thing that they're going to see. And so what I'm going to do is, of course, take this, put it into a Google document with my competitors, and then go and create some more covers and then just compare them all together. And so I normally will create maybe 50 covers. I like to create a lot and just really analyze them and see which one is going to work the best. Of course, you don't have to do that, as well as ChatGPT does have limitations for how many images you can create. It might take a bit of time, but ideally you definitely start with 5 or 10. So I normally do a bunch of different chats with the same prompt, maybe tweaking a few things, maybe adding different competitor images for different references and see what it comes back with. Here's another version of this cover. Once again, it follows the prompt well. It works very well. Of course, you can make a few tweaks to it, but this looks super good already. This is another cover I'm going to take and put into the document. I'm not super worried about some of the mistakes here, like there's 2 10-minute badges. I can go and fix that later. I'm just looking for my overall design. So make anywhere from 5 to 10, but this is really where your cover is going to come to life. You're going to see exactly which ones are going to work well and which ones won't, because we always want to compare things like this to our competitors. Even if our book is very aligned with our topic, doesn't mean someone's going to buy it, because if there's a book beside it that's doing a better job at presenting what it has to offer, they're just going to gravitate toward that. So in this case here, I really like the purple cover here. As you can see, when someone's just scanning, all the other books simply say, money skills for teens, money skills for teens. There's not really much emphasis on important points or desirable features. And so this one here with a large 10-minute badge, they're going to be immediately drawn to it. And if you pair that with the bright purple background, the contrast from all the competitors, as well as the bright white text, all the attention is just drawn to it. And so even compared to the other mockup, which is similar, it just does a bit better job at really punching out. And that's what we want to do. We need to grab their attention fast with the design of our cover and the overall title and offer, in this case, Money Skills for Teens in 10 minutes, is what's going to get somebody to click our book. Because even if they're a bit skeptical, they're going to want to click because they're going to be curious. And so you simply have to pair a standout cover design like this with a really strong title. This is what's going to get a lot of attention on your book, even with less reviews. Because the customer is going to decide that this is the version of this topic they want. And if we're the best version of this topic, that's what someone's going to buy. I will show you how to make the backup cover design as well as turn this into a paperback cover with the spine in the back. However, first let's go and look at another example. So I did the exact same thing with a book on diabetic cookbook for seniors. I put in the same prompt as well as some competitor covers. And once again, it came back with a few options. So I'm going to do the exact same thing as before, take all these designs, put them in a Google document and compare them to my competitors. Even if you have no design experience, you're going to very easily see which one stands out the most, delivers the title in a more effective way, and it's just the clear best option. And of course, I did it once again in another chat with different references this time. If there is some books that you'd like that are selling well, just give it those. It came back with even more options. Once again, I like these as well, specifically this one here. As you can see, this seems super simple, but when we do our preparation, we have a strong title, we have a strong prompt, as well as we have these really high quality tools that are only getting better. The output's super good right away. And the last thing you can do to ensure that your cover is set up for success is go through this simple checklist, and I will of course put it in the document below. And a strong cover passes when it answers yes to all of these. 1, can you read the main title even as a thumbnail when the book is small? 2, is the topic obvious within 2 seconds? 3, does it clearly call out the right reader? Is it targeting that specific person? 4, does the design match the niche's emotion? Does it actually align with what's there so you look like you're supposed to be there? 5, does it look professional compared to the competitors? Does it look like the premium option based on all the books that are there? 6, is it easier to read at a glance than the competitors? Is it drawing their attention fast and then giving them what they need to know immediately? Does it communicate why the book is valuable? Does it showcase any specific things like 10 minutes a day very easily, so that's what their eye is drawn to right away? Is it clean and not cluttered? Does it showcase exactly what it needs to showcase without a bunch of extra icons or elements? And 9, just simply ask, would this make the right customer want to click it? Is it the best version of this topic? That is the no-brainer option. If you answer all these questions right, your title and cover should be set up for success. So there's a few things you need to know if you want to convert this into a full paperback cover. This most likely will work well as the ebook cover as is. However, what I normally do is ask it to give it a bit of bleed around the edge. This allows us to make the paperback cover because there is a bleed line when we create it. And now because these image generation models are getting so good, as you can see, it did this perfectly. And now I simply asked it to create the backup cover design for me, and it did it right away. Of course, any tweaks you have to make, you can ask it, but this is already super good to begin with, and most likely will work fine. And for the backup cover design, I'm not super picky. This is only going to get seen if somebody clicks on the thumbnail underneath your book cover on their product page, which isn't very common, or when they buy the book. And so all you want to do is have some sort of bold statement, a quick snippet about the book, and any features inside. As long as it's on brand with the front cover, that's perfectly fine. And normally ChatGPT is very good at creating this for you because it already has the information from the prompt. It's just going to use that. A quick tip as well, it might be good to actually create your cover design before you format your book, because now we have a very clear style we can give to our formatter. Now the interior of our book matches our front cover, which is going to look super professional. And when we showcase this effectively in our A+ content on our product page, this is really going to position us as a credible author who's created a really high quality product. And in the age of low quality AI slop, this really makes a difference when you stand out and actually create better books. Now, the fastest way to turn your front and backup cover into a complete paperback design you can publish is simply going to Fiverr, typing in nonfiction book cover, clicking on one of the cheaper designers, and then giving them a message on the bottom left corner here, and simply ask them if they can convert your front and back cover design into a complete paperback cover. All they'll have to do is size it correctly, add the spine, which they'll need the page count for, as well as the spine design, which they can create. It only costs around maybe 20 or 30 bucks, and you'll be good to go. So that's exactly how I create high quality book covers using AI. It's super easy and simple to do now. I will of course leave the document below that you can fill out and use as your prompt. And of course, if you want to learn my entire publishing process from start to finish and the strategy behind it, I will leave a link below to my free email course. It's going to give you 1 lesson per day for 12 days, and it dives into each individual step. And I of course will leave my book title video linked below, as well as it will be on the screen in a second. This way you can ensure that you nail them both and your book is set up to sell. But with that out of the way, make sure to subscribe for more no-nonsense Amazon KP advice. We'll see you in the next one.